The human brain processes roughly 11 million bits of data every single second. It runs your respiratory system, stores decades of complex memories, and navigates physical environments without you having to actively think about it. But occasionally, this highly efficient biological machine experiences a jarring system crash. You are lying in bed, right on the edge of sleep, and your entire body suddenly jerks awake. You walk into the kitchen and completely forget why you are there. You hear someone call your name in a crowded room, but nobody actually spoke. Welcome to Kinetic Humor. We decode psychology and brain science in a way nobody else does. Subscribe to Kinetic Humor so you never miss an episode. These sudden mental hiccups map back to specific psychological triggers, revealing the internal architecture of your brain's hidden evolutionary software. We will start with that sudden sensation of falling right as you drift off to sleep. This is the Hypnic Jerk, experienced regularly by 70% of people. As your body transitions into a sleep state, your muscles naturally relax. Your brain misinterprets the sudden lack of muscle tension as the physical danger of falling. It immediately fires an emergency signal down to your muscles to brace for impact. Then there is the experience of crossing a threshold into a new room, only to realize you left your intent in the hallway. A 2011 University of Notre Dame study defined this as the doorway effect. Your brain organizes short-term memories into distinct event files linked to your immediate physical location. When you cross a physical boundary, like a doorway, the brain closes the current mental chapter and opens a blank one to prepare for the new environment. Walking back to the original room usually reopens the file. Both the Hypnic Jerk and the doorway effect show a cognitive system that prioritizes physical survival and memory efficiency over a smooth, continuous transition. Sometimes the lapse is auditory. You hear a catchy chorus on the radio, and it loops endlessly in your mind for the rest of the day. Psychologists refer to this as involuntary musical imagery, or an earworm. Your brain's auditory cortex is a pattern-hungry engine. When it absorbs an incomplete audio file, like an unresolved melody, it keeps looping that fragment to try and find an ending. Listening to the full song all the way through usually provides the cortex with the closure it needs to stop the loop. A more modern auditory glitch occurs when you feel your phone buzz in your pocket, only to find a completely blank screen. This is phantom vibration, experienced by 89% of smartphone users. Your brain runs a background prediction process to navigate incoming sensory input. Because we keep our devices in the same physical spot, the nervous system becomes hypersensitive to that specific area. Your brain anticipated a vibration, interpreted the friction of your clothing as a notification, and guessed wrong. Your pattern-matching systems are so geared toward environmental readiness that they will invent sensory data to fill a predicted gap. Other times, the processing lag alters your perception of time. You walk into a coffee shop you've never visited and are hit with the intense physical sensation that you have already lived this exact moment. This is déjà vu. Memory processing uses a dual pathway system, fast and slow. The fast pathway occasionally misfires, tagging incoming data as already stored before the slow pathway finishes. You experience a memory of right now, while right now is still occurring. We see a similar synchronization failure when you understand a concept, but are blocked from recalling the specific word for it. The tip of the tongue state happens because memory retrieval requires multiple networks to fire sequentially. Your conceptual system successfully pulls up the definition of the word, but the phonological system, the part that retrieves the actual sound of the syllables, gets stuck. Forcing it only strengthens the block. The most effective solution is to think about something else and let the system reset. Running highly complex parallel cognitive networks requires perfect timing. A fractional delay in just one specific system temporarily halts your ability to communicate or perceive reality accurately. Finally, there are triggers that override logic entirely. You sit near someone casually chewing gum or tapping a pen and you feel an immediate surge of rage. This is misophonia. In an average brain, a region called the anterior insular cortex filters background noise. But with misophonia, specific acoustic triggers cause abnormal activation in this area. The sound waves bypass your rational processing and route directly into your fight-or-flight threat response. Your brain is hardwired to interpret these benign modern sounds as ancient, immediate threats. These mental hiccups reflect ancient survival mechanisms, attempting to navigate a chaotic modern world. They are the artifacts of a system built for a different environment. Which brain glitch do you experience the most? Drop it in the comments below. Subscribe to Kinetic Humor so you never miss an episode. The next time your mind skips a beat, consider the sheer adaptability required to run the biological supercomputer inside your head.